Senator Mitchell, let's talk about some of the rhetoric which has been used so far at this debate. We heard Senator Daschle, who is now minority leader of your party in the Senate, earlier in the week accused the Republican leadership of the Senate as being amateurs, which the strike back was, oh, that was a new low in senatorial courtesy. Is that kind of language helpful in trying to get people to work across party lines?
Well, I'm not in the position of commenting on everything every senator says. Heck, if you go down the list of 100 of them and trot out all their speeches over the past couple of weeks, you'll find a lot of things that I disagree with, Fred may disagree with, you may disagree with, but I don't like to get in the position of commenting on each individual senator's comments. I think there has to be a restoration of comity in the Senate, an institutional loyalty, and a self-restraint that says that senators will not exploit the rules to the fullest to achieve their objective if it produces a situation like the current one. But I don't disagree with the sentiments Fred expressed. The problem that the Democrats have is that the Republicans didn't act that way when the positions were reversed. And they, having first employed the filibuster, against judicial nominees, they having employed it more often and more aggressively, now when the situations are reversed, say, well, wow, this is terrible, that we've got to do something about this. I think it's very difficult to take seriously. I think what you need is to deal with the core issue and not just with respect to judicial nominations.
Senator Thompson, is the public served by this kind of debate ultimately?
Oh, I don't know. It's difficult. The Democrats have decided that there's no price to pay for this politically, or else it would have been tried before. No one had the temerity really on either side to do this before. That's why we've never had this situation come up before in the history of our country in terms of this kind of impasse over judicial nominations. We played games with each other before, but there's never been anything like this in the history of our country.
So why do you think it's different? Why do you think it's different?
I just want to say I don't agree with that. There have been these instances in the recent past when Republicans filibustered Democratic nominated judges.
And there has never been an articulated ad seriatim vote down, a refusal to have an up or down vote on Court of Appeals justices, 4 or now 6, one right after another, for reasons of so-called political philosophy or reasons having to do with other than incompetence or integrity. But again, I mean, there's no use to have a schoolyard debate about this. What's happening here is something that's happening to the judiciary and something that's happening to Congress. With the numbers as close as they are in the Senate and in the House, every issue becomes an important political issue. No one can seem to give any quarter to either side anymore. Everyone is looking for a small advantage to exploit for the next election. It's always an election year or the year before the election. That's what's happening in terms of comity. We have these people coming in, lobbyists every day, and people coming in from back home putting the pressure on for these various interest groups, demanding that anyone who does anything having to do with hot button issues be castigated and voted down if they're judicial nominees. All that's what's happening. Members just have to get over that and not let politics be the driving force in all of this.
And we're going to have to leave it at that on that note. Thank you both, senators.